Well, here we are, Honister Slate Mine. This is Obi Van Kenobi, which you may have seen in some of my other videos. My name is Phil Ward, and for the last 2 years I've been practicing while camping, honing my gear, getting the skills and working out what you need and what you don't need. Today we start a new chapter, and it's a big one. I'm doing the Wainwrights. Well, starting the Wainwrights. Today I'm doing just one of them. It should be exciting. So this will be the first episode of Wainwright bivvy bagging, because not only am I doing the Wainwrights, I'm going to try to bivvy camp as many of them as I can. So there might be days when I do several Wainwrights together, but I'll be bivvy bagging on them. Don't even think I'll need a bivvy bag today because it is a scorcher. So we'll see. First though, the easiest way of carrying water is inside yourself. Let's get my boots on and get going. I'm parked here at the Honister Slate Mine. My plan is to go up the dismantled tramway and make our way to the summit of a true lakeland icon. This is a fell so special that Wainwright himself chose it as his final resting place. Yes, we're going to Haystacks. Then the goal is to drop down to the stunning inanimate Tarn, and if the weather holds, I reckon a wild swim will definitely be on the cards. First though, let's get up there. And straight away we're into the climb. This leads to the dismantled tramway, which I think I've seen enough videos of. And we're leaving Obi Van Kenobi down there. Some of the old sleepers here from the pathway when this would have gone up to the mine. You can see remnants of the mining everywhere you look around here. Across the other side there's a series of steps going up, which I'd imagine would have a rope on them. Pull the slate down. Of course, they've been mining green Westmoreland slate in this area. They've got records going back to the 1600s, and there's a good deal of evidence to say the Romans also used this slate, but there's no Roman remains being found up here. And it's been going in and out of use. It had a big decline in the middle of the last century. Then in 1997 the mine was reopened on a commercial basis, and they're not only mining slate here for various products, they're also really cottoned in on the tourist industry. They do lots of activities actually in the mine, tours of the mine. There's a via ferrata, I think you can do a climbing wall in there, and they've got permission for one of those, I forgot the name of them, the line in the sky that you clip onto and fly down. It was very popular in Wales, so that'll be coming soon. This is Dub's Quarry, And there is a little bothy here, and also a ruined building. Quick water break. Right, we're at the first tarn, but I'm not going to hang around here because that scrumble you can see just behind that other guy is the last bit up before we get to Haystacks there, the target. Just keep seeing circles in the tarn. I wonder if that's fish. How on earth do fish get up here? Oh, yes. Tonight's bedroom and bathroom. Well, it's not giving me it easily. Tiny little last bit now. Just gotta climb up to the sun. Wainwright, number 1. Haystacks. Oh my giddy Aunt Sally, look at that view. Just look at that view. Hey, this is what it's all about. That was hard. I was close to packing in. I had to keep stopping. A couple of big stops. But I got it. Wow. Don't know, it's weird, is this? That point over there, probably just as high as is that one. And that one's got a little stick in it. And there's little cairns on every little bit that's sticking up. I think this is the biggest one, this is the highest bit. I'm just going to bob round and just tap on them all, just to say I've definitely done this one. I think we're to explore the peaks and it's over the top. There's a lovely tarn just over there. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to swim in there and I'm going to I'm going to bivvy just by the side of it. And then below me, a guy that's been following me all the way up. I discussed the fact that there's so many tops, but one of them's got a stake. And he says, oh no, he said, well, I'm just going to bivvy just down there. And I thought, damn, can't believe it. But I've come a little bit away. And I'm not going to go down to inanimate Tarn, I'm going to bivvy here. It's a smashing spot. So just turn your eyes away and I'll just... Adrian, mountain hopper, 1957 I think. Told me about this, some midge repellent. You saw those two little things I put in there, just lit them. You just leave that going and that will last for an hour. I don't think there are any midges around tonight, so, but we'll see. The beauty of a bivvy is its simplicity. Very easy to put up, but tonight I don't even need one. All I've done is put a tarp up, a couple of poles at the end, and I'm going to sleep there. Probably won't even need a sleeping bag because the temperature's set to be 15 degrees. So we're going to give this a go. Expedition Foods spaghetti carbonara. Supposed to be 1,000 calories in there. Smells nice. I'm amazed at how much it's squashed down. I mean, that was a full packet and it's all gone to the bottom. Right, let's give it a go. Tastes like a very nice carbonara. That tastes lovely. Very easy to do. The sun is just about to go down over that mountain over there. I haven't got a clue what it's called. I've just been looking at some of them. I know that that's Robinson's. That's Fleetwood. This is Green Gable and Great Gable, and I can see why people like them. I haven't looked at the rest of them. I'm going to get my sleeping bag soon. I'm not going to go in the bivvy. I'm going to set things up without it. I've got the bivvy if I need to. It only takes me 2 minutes to put it up. What a great day. When I first went to the Peak District, I fell in love with the peaks. There was just an instant connection. Now you can kind of claim that the peaks are Yorkshire. Some of them are anyway. I might be stretching it a bit to say that Cumbria is a special part of Yorkshire. But I've said stranger things. The spelling of Haystacks as one word is a personal preference of the author and others, and probably arises from a belief that the name originated from the resemblance of the scattered taws on the summit to stacks of hay in a field. It is, if this were so, the one word haystacks would be correct, as it is in haycock. But learned authorities state that the name derives from the Icelandic stack, meaning a columnar rock, and that the true interpretation is high rocks. This is logical and appropriate. High rocks is a name of two words and will be wrongly written as high rocks. And there's a picture underneath it of the summit Tarn. That's the one where I had a swim. I'm sleeping on this foam mat. I got this foam mat from a weird IKEA-like store that's not IKEA. Jisk or something. I'll put it on the screen. They do all Swedish stuff just like IKEA do. This mat was £4 and it's quite tough. So I've just got that down. I've not got my airbed. I'm just sleeping straight on the ground. Proper cowboy camping. Probably don't even need the tarp up, but it's just, I don't know. I'm just practising putting the tarp up really. That's why it's up. I have got my night light on if I need it. I don't think I'm going to. Got all my stuff laid out. I've not put anything away, it's just there. I don't think it's going to be a problem because it's not going to be windy, although I can't get a weather forecast, but it wasn't going to be windy. Quick update, it's 3:20. Started to get very breezy, put an extra couple of guys on the tarp. An hour later they pulled out as well, so the winds swung round and it was pushing the tarp up. So I probably made the wrong mistake. I took the tarp down, which immediately meant everything started blowing away. So I got everything into my rucksack, whipped out the bivvy, and climbed into the bivvy, and I'm just waiting now for sunrise. I'm probably going to pack up at that point when I've got some light. It's not cold, but your heat gets stripped away with the wind. So yeah, probably in about an hour's time I'll start to pack up, and then I'll go down to Untitled Chapter and have my breakfast down there. Good fun though. Slept really well up to that point. Not even, but it's just 4:15. The wind is getting higher and higher, so I'm bailing. When I was packing up I discovered this. You see that clip's just completely smashed out, and these aren't weak clips, which is a shame. Just checking the site now for leave no trace, and I've got a time lapse going, so I'm going to wait for the sun just to peek above the surface, and then I'm down to Untitled Tarn. Hopefully it's a bit less windy on there. I think that was absolutely the right decision. And I don't really fancy me breakfast now. I'm down in on them at Tarn. The wind was blustering quite hard. I'd estimate 20 miles an hour. I just hadn't got my kit set up for that. What I should have done last night is set my bivvy up properly and got in my bivvy. I know it was really warm. I mean, I wasn't cold all night, but once you get exposed to that wind, you do start to get cold. You know, it might have been 15 degrees, but 15 degrees of that wind chill. So, yeah, I did consider going to Bubs. It's quite steep down here. Losing 20 metres in 20 metres. Yeah, zigzagging. Losing 20 metres, and that's zigzag. We're going around that dodgy bit around there. Got the layers off back down to the t-shirt. It's 18 degrees. It didn't drop below 16 through the night. Just seen a couple hiking up for an early view, and there were two tents at Blackbeck Tarn, so I couldn't have camped there. Yeah, it's very, very up and down this route. Wainwright says that in his books. I think, however, this is the last bit up to Dubs Quarry. This is marked on the map as the wheelhouse. I think it's the highest point on the pathway, on the tramway. Mistakes with the maps. I didn't download this route. I'd done a bigger route on it and downloaded that to my phone, and then changed it just to do just the one peak, just the one Wainwright. Printed that out luckily, but didn't download it to my phone again. So it's been okay because I downloaded the map. I had the map on, which was okay. It's a pretty straightforward route to get there, really. I've consulted the map, the paper map, quite a lot going, so that was good. But what I need to do is to print them on a smaller size and laminate them. I think that just would be a good idea. Well, that's me back at Obi Van Kenobi. Tired legs, but wow. What an experience. So, that's Wainwright 1. Done. 213 to go. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please add comments about anything you've liked, disliked, or think would be improved upon. I've got any questions, I'd love to hear them. I'm probably not Wainwrighting next week, but who knows, I might do. I've got to recover from this one first. But I shall see you in a video next week. Thank you.